Up next, local churchgoers come together once again to pray just days after their house of worship is shredded by fire. The Capital Region's first Fox News at 10 is minutes away. Coming up next, it's an extra special day for some area moms who are given the gift of life. And local police are on the hunt for two men who may be armed and dangerous. Then a rash of prison riots forces officials to make a move. Plus, we'll tell you if it's short sleeves or rain gear for Monday. The Capital Region's first Fox News at 10 is straight ahead.
And now, the Capital Region's first Fox News at 10.
Forced out of their own church by a devastating fire, parishioners at St. Paul's Missionary Baptist Church reunite in a borrowed one. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natalie Martinez. First on Fox tonight, their church is in ruins, but it's just made their faith stronger. Today, they pray at the nearby Christian church, Disciples of Christ. But they hope this temporary home is just that, temporary. Parishioners are holding fast to their belief that they'll rebuild their church soon. Fox News at 10, Stephanie Gorin reports.
The message is today that we must trust in the Lord.
Trust in the Lord even after disaster strikes. Tuesday, St. Paul's Missionary Baptist Church burned, the house of God destroyed. But that won't stop Sunday services. Today, at a neighboring church, St. Paul's parishioners sing and pray. They admit this is a trying time, but say nothing can shake their faith.
That was my home, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my church, you know, and it's really hurting. But God is stronger than the devil, and everything will be okay.
I thank God that we have someplace else to go, and I'm hoping and praying that we have a church pretty soon.
A new church in the same spot. Reverend Jake Small says eventually a place of prayer will stand here again. He says it will take time and about $200,000. Many parishioners say it's just too difficult to look at the mess that used to be their church, but they say the young boy who is accused of setting the fire here will be in their prayers today. They say they'll do their best to forgive the 13-year-old charged with torching the church. But today, the focus is on the future. They're trying to put these horrifying images behind them as they find peace and happiness together.
We all pray for each other and we all cry and laugh together. So I think, you know, we'll all keep the faith and move on.
They believe God will guide them to a better time. They say their building may be gone, but it was just a building. Their church, St. Paul's, is still here today, strong as ever. In Troy, Stephanie Gorin, Fox News at 10.
Schenectady police are hunting for two armed robbers tonight. Cops say the masked men robbed the Victory Market on Craig Street last night. Clerks tell Fox News the robbers pointed a shotgun and a pistol at them and demanded cash. They got about $250 before taking off in a car. There were customers in the store during the holdup, but no one was hurt. Waterford police say a domestic assault early this morning nearly turned into a hostage situation. It happened at Suncrest Estates. Cops say 34-year-old Jeffrey Whitesell attacked his live-in girlfriend and threatened her with a loaded gun while her kids slept nearby. She escaped and called 911 from a neighbor's house. When police got there, they thought Whitesell was inside with the kids and the gun. So just to be safe, they evacuated parts of the neighborhood. Turns out Whitesell had already taken off.
It has been alleged that he was intoxicated during this, which of course only makes the potential for violence and uncertainty that much worse, because loaded guns and alcohol, I don't think there's much worse of a combination.
Cops say 7 hours later they caught Whitesell in the woods near his home. He's charged with menacing and assault. A 46-year-old Fort Plain man has been charged with the rape of a 17-year-old girl. According to Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, Howard Gushew allegedly had sex with the girl on May 8th without her consent. Gushew was arraigned and sent to the county jail with bail set at $50,000. A Schenectady school crossing guard heads to court tomorrow. Cops say Anthony Lazarus showed up to work staggering and drunk last Friday. They arrested him for endangering the welfare of a child and official misconduct. Lazarus told Fox News at 10 last night he only had a few drinks earlier in the day. Riots in local correctional facilities have officials sending prisoners elsewhere. 52 inmates were transferred out of prisons in Comstock and Coxsackie after last month's outbreaks in which 24 guards were hurt. Guards hope the move will prevent any more unprovoked attacks on them. So far, the violence has ceased. Dispersing of rowdy prisoners is considered standard procedure. Weather-wise, we lucked out this Mother's Day, but don't pull out the shorts just yet. Time now to check in with Jon James for the Fox First Forecast. John?
That's right. Sorry to say it doesn't look like we're going to see a big warm-up until the end of the work week. It's going to remain cool. But how about today? Lucked out for Mother's Day. Temperatures below normal, but still very comfortable with the sunshine up into the lower 60s. But the winds were strong, so it felt a little cooler out there. But there's the clear skies we basked in all day today. It was sure nice to see the sunshine. But unfortunately, folks, clouds moving back in. That will usher in some rain showers. As you head into work tomorrow, they will be scattered. Increasing clouds for tonight, rain developing towards morning, temperatures falling just into the mid-40s, so a mild evening. Winds will start to become strong out of the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And yeah, you're going to need that umbrella when you head back in for the commute tomorrow morning. There is sun in the 4-day forecast, so I'll tell you all about that coming up in a couple minutes.
Okay, thanks, John. Weather couldn't have been better for the second half of Albany's annual Tulip Fest. Thousands lounged around Washington Park to enjoy the tulips and the weather. A variety of vendors had a little something for everyone as well, and concerts played throughout the day. But some felt like it was better to make their own music. Yesterday, 20-year-old Christina Roberts of Loudonville was crowned this year's Tulip Queen, and the weekend, by the way, commemorates Albany's Dutch heritage. Topping national news tonight, one body is found, 3 more still missing after a helicopter crash near Southern California. The Coast Guard says one body was found shortly after the crash last night. The helicopter was taking part in an amphibious exercise. The cause is still under investigation. Other than a trail of dead bodies, authorities say they have no solid leads on where to find suspected serial killer Andrew Cunanan. The California man has been tied to 4 killings, 2 in Minnesota, 1 in Chicago, and 1 more in southern New Jersey. The cemetery caretaker was found shot in the head Friday near Pennsville, New Jersey. The FBI says Cunanan is armed with a .40 caliber pistol and may be driving a 1995 red Chevrolet pickup with New Jersey plates. It was 1 year ago today that ValueJet Flight 592 went down in the Florida Everglades. It's a painful day for the family and friends of the 110 people who died in that crash. A memorial service was held today in South Florida for victims' families. It's believed improperly labeled oxygen canisters in the cargo hold ignited a fire that led to that crash. The investigation is still underway. Well, that chess match that was pitting man versus machine is officially over. In the 6th and deciding game of their match, IBM's Deep Blue computer has won against Garry Kasparov. The man and the machine had been tied at 2.5 points apiece after their first 5 games, 1 win apiece, and then 3 draws in a row. A visibly discouraged Kasparov takes home a $400,000 for losing to the computer. He could have won $700,000. Coming up on Fox News at 10, the best Mother's Day gift of all. Then, perhaps the most innovative one. Well, some moms get flowers for Mother's Day, some get candy, some get cards, but some moms are enjoying an extra special Mother's Day gift this holiday, the gift of birth. Fox News at 10's David Wade talked to a few moms who couldn't have had a better day.
Little Lindsay Boyle decided to give her mom the ultimate Mother's Day gift, herself. The newborn came into the world early this morning at St. Peter's Hospital in Albany. And what timing. Today is not only Mother's Day, but it's also Lindsay's mom's birthday.
It is surprising. I mean, out of 1 in 365 days, she decided this was the day to be born. Odds are not that good.
Although Lindsay was born a day early, her dad had a little parent's intuition and knew that today would be the big day.
I kept saying she'd be born on her birthday. And it happened that way. I wasn't thinking of Mother's Day. I didn't realize the two even were the same until a couple days ago. I realized that they were both on Sunday.
A few hours after Lindsay wished her mom a happy birthday and Mother's Day, over at Albany Med, little Brandon Kachansky was giving his mom a holiday kiss, and she deserved it. This first time mom went through 24 hours of hard labor for Brandon, and she says it was well worth it.
I thought it was great. It was the best Mother's Day present I could have received and that my mom could have received.
Oh, I told her, you know, don't rush. We'll wait, have them on Mother's Day. She got a little bit mad, but she did it anyhow.
You always obey your mother, right?
Yes, sir, Ray. Oh, bless you.
Both moms say this Mother's Day will be hard to top. After all, flowers are nice, but babies bloom year-round.
Happy as Mommy is today.
In Albany, David Wade, Fox News at 10.
If you're like me, you got your mom flowers and maybe took her out to brunch, but if flowers don't say everything you want, how about a really big card? These children won't have to worry about mom checking the back of their Mother's Day card for the Hallmark stamp. They're creating a card. More than 700 school children have formed the world's largest living Mother's Day card. The tribute was formed at the historic Los Angeles Coliseum to call attention to the importance of prenatal care. Topping world news tonight, aftershocks are still rattling buildings and nerves in northeastern Iran. About 2,400 people died in yesterday's earthquake. Today, survivors wash the bodies of loved ones and bury them in mass graves. More than 155 aftershocks have forced tens of thousands of people to camp out in rubble in the streets of stricken villages. Military aircraft are flying food, clothing, and medicine into the region. Some surfers are swept away while trying to master some furious waves during a raging storm down under. 7 surfers had to be plucked out of the sea off the coast of Sydney, Australia. 60-mile-an-hour winds fueled the rough waters. On the mainland, the storm turned buildings to scraps and temperatures dropped into the teens, marking the coldest temperatures they've seen in 70 years. A call for peace throughout the Middle East today from Pope John Paul II. The pontiff celebrated Mass with about 500,000 people in Beirut. Thousands gathered on a spot where Muslim and Christian militias fought for 15 years during the country's civil war. Cheering Lebanese gave the Pope a warm welcome, worthy of a rock star, some said. The 30-hour visit by the pontiff to the area ends this evening. And still ahead on Fox News at 10, can the Rangers burn the Devils? And can the Seinfeld crew chill out with a cool $1 million?